What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. This video, I want to talk about the people who always want to know when pounce. And I want to reach out to the ones that want to know, what can we do, CSI? Listen, 7 months ago, you may remember, Lou made a video about March 3rd and how on March 3rd, his GG was going to release Robot Godzilla.
I'm a fortune teller. The best in the world.
Well, when March 3rd came and went, and nothing happened. Let me talk to you a moment about why he pinpointed March 3rd to be the date in which the MOAS would happen. All right. There were rules in the SEC concerning transparency. And if the rules passed, then we would go from a T2 to a T0 settlement. That's what he based his thoughts and his videos on, March 3rd being the day that Gigi could turn loose Robot Godzilla. Now, also in this same time frame, I was doing a video that was telling people what we could do that could help Gary Gensler get this rule passed. And I did the video on, well, it just says 7 months ago, all right? And it was how to comment on the SEC proposed rule for transparency. Everybody was talking about this rule at the time, all right? This was going to be what brought the MOAS. But something happened, and we never heard again about the proposed rule for short position and short activity reporting by institutional investment managers. Again, it was like it went up in smoke. But now it's back. The SEC has brought back for consideration the regulation concerning short position and short activity reporting by institutional investment managers. In other words, when you read it, it takes it from a T2 to a T0 settlement. It's back, and your help is needed. But before I get into all that, I want to first talk about this video. On the same day, August 31st, I put out this video as well. The DTCC begins to put the screws to Citadel Securities. Now, many of y'all saw it, a lot of y'all hadn't. You should go watch it. The point of this video was that the SEC had began to enforce the new regulation NSCC 2022-003. And in this video, I specifically draw out and show you what exactly NSCC 2022-003 is. All right? And how it operates and what its purpose was. And how Citadel is now a part of the DTCC through the sponsorship of JP Morgan. Now, to add a little bit to that, since I've done this video, look at it like this now, is that now, since JP Morgan has sponsored Citadel into the DTCC, if Citadel fucks up, who do you think that falls on? JP Morgan. So that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. But my point is, NSCC 2022-003 was NSCC 2021-010. That's what it used to be. All right. And when it first came out, that was where a group of YouTubers who claimed to be these super DD people were preaching to us that NSCC 2021-10 was a pawn shop rule. That these hedge funds would be able to get into the DTCC, and then they would be able to take advantage of the DTCC's lending program And that's how we would be paid through our MOAS. Go back and look at their videos. Or I can link it in the description if you don't delete it. But the point is this. It was misinterpreted to us, this policy, when it was first proposed, NSCC 2021-10. Then it died. And so were the hopes of the people who were waiting on it to be passed. And yes, just like NSCC 2021-10, the so-called pawn shop rule, died, yet was resurrected, and then now is being implemented. I've showed y'all that in the video. They have now, SEC has now resurrected several of the older policies that has not been implemented into new policy. And just so happens, I bring it back around to Lou right now, that one of the proposals that they want you to come back and they want you to comment on right now, people, right here, I'll put the link in the description. It's going to say 33-11117, October 7, 2022. Resubmission of comments and reopening of comments periods for certain rulemaking releases. And if you go right here on the comments received for S7 3210, S7 1821, S7 21, and what I've done is I've went down each one of these to see which policy it was. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see it better. What you're looking for is S7 0822, and when you click on that, it brings you to the actual filing, and you will be able to read what's going on here. Alright, and the name of it is going to be Short Position and Short Activity Reporting by Institutional Investment Managers. Okay, submitted by the SEC. And if you come down here to the table of contents, the very first part that's covered is enhancing short sale transparency. This is what we've been wanting. Now, it's been submitted before, and now it is being brought back up for comments. And they need your comments, people. Alright? This is very important. If you watched my last video, and just to show you, if you watched my last video on my commenting on these at the time, you'll see right here on March 3rd, 2022, my name is right there. Alright, from my comment. And if I click on it, you can read my comment. And when I filed my comment, I'll paste it in the description below. All you have to do is copy and paste it. I would like to personally thank you for proposing this new rule. Only you would say again. As you know, market makers and hedge funds have abused this T2 system to their advantage long enough, and also used the T2 system to leverage themselves against retail investors. This is a much needed change, and again, retail investors, thank you. That was it. I'm looking for one particular comment, and I see a Donald Gray commented. Donald, if you're watching, awesome, because I noticed that you used the same template that I showed y'all to use in my video in the past. All you have to do is copy it and go comment. That's it. If you feel the same way. Here's another one. Blake Daniels. I strongly support the proposed amendment. Now, I'm not hacking on old Greg here, but see this letter? You don't need that, people. All you need is one sentence. I would like to thank you for proposing this amendment. The T2 system needs to be changed and will be corrected with this. Thanks again for looking out for the everyday hardworking American investor. Thanks. Period. Notice how they didn't get ugly? Don't get ugly. That's all you need. People, I'm telling you, if at this moment, right now, if we go comment on these proposals right now, we are telling the SEC we have their back. Pull the trigger. I did that video too. A message to Gary Gensler. Pull the trigger, Gary. That's when I did the email campaign to Gary Gensler. Pull the trigger, Gary. We got you back. Stop sitting on your ass waiting on something to happen. You're sitting in front of your computer, and if you agree, just go through these comments, and whichever one you agree with, say that I like that one, and copy and paste it for your own. It's not plagiarism. You feel the same way. All right, with that, I'm going to let you go. Love y'all. Be blessed. Got a couple other videos to do, and we'll see how that turns out, because I feel good this morning. Be blessed.
Cold red, there's been a glitch in the matrix. They out here wildin' and it's too much, I can't take it. Red pill, blue